Hey, it's the next episode. Let's fight. So, now, Pyra is now Mithra. She is a light blade, a light element blade. We're gonna keep pretty much just her, though. Well, also, you should notice how much damage we're doing. Mithra is very, very strong. At least that's what they want you to believe. Using the full power of the Aegis. Not really the full power, but we're finally using a lot of the Aegis. Yeah, we resist the Shackle Driver right there. You know what? We're gonna charge her for a special. Time for a level 4 special! Sacred Arrow! Nice!
Deadly drive!
Let me show you.
Here you go, Fred. Yeah, Mithra was awesome. Mithra's pretty cool. Very flashy.
Rolling smash! Skull smash!
Quicken arts.
Yeah, we're kind of just shrugging off everything that they can do to us.
I'm on rolling smash. Everything going as planned.
Point.
Let me take you.
And you're dead.
Hell if I'm going to follow your script!
I can try to put another level 4 special here. Another level 4 special! Sacred Arrow! Nice.
Why not? Anchor shot!
Quicken arts.
Why not?
Topple them. So Mithra has recovery charge, that's important. Missed. Now, this is pretty much a fight you can't lose.
Why not? No effect. Anchor shot. Make haste and
Oh, you can charge them another level 4 special? I mean, I'd be down for that.
stop. Break.
Charging up, charging up. Time for another level 4 special. Sacred Arrow! Big damage!
I shall defend you to the last. Hammer! Bash! Let us make use of it.
Topple volcano!
Why not?
And dead. A core crystal. Is that a core crystal? Yeah, we just really cling to their clocks.
Sacred Arrow!
What is this? Akos!
Oh, Bruna's disappearing.
Bruna!
Turned into a core crystal. Same with Sever.
I don't. We gotta retreat. Akos! Bruna!
There's a crack in it.
No time for that, Akos!
And they're gone. It's Van Damme's body.
Van Damme.
Chapter 3, Our Own War. Yeah, that's what I meant when I said Van Damme wasn't going to be sticking around for a while. It's because he kind of dies, unfortunately. Save our game. Unfortunate. Chapter 4, Aegis. He's getting blown up, it seems. Ew. Wow, things are getting destroyed. There's Mithra.
The body may die, but never the soul, which is merely passed on. Souls flow onward, born and reborn, forever part of the great ether stream.
Why friends make grave here? Can we not take Biggie Pon home to village?
He'd want to be buried where he fell. It is traditional amongst mercenaries.
I'm so sorry, Vanda. If only I hadn't listened to those people, you'd still be... I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
It's not your fault. No matter what, those guys would have tracked us down eventually. What matters is that Van Damme saved all our lives. For now, let's just be grateful to him for that.
You're right.
I won't forget your words, Van Damme. Ever. I'll fight my own war. With Pyra. Pyra? Are you alright?
Yes.
Good. I was worried that you might not. Wake up. Pyra, you know I've got to ask. That thing that happened yesterday, you called yourself Mithra?
What? I am...
I'd like to hear that too. That power, it wasn't normal. Is that the true power of the Aegis? I think you owe us an explanation. It was pretty crazy.
Tora want to know too. Pyra was super strong. Why so strong, huh?
No, don't pressure the girl.
Well, the thing is... I mean...
Oh, hi. How you doing?
Pyra?
Why?
Huh?
Why did you wake me up?
Huh? What?
I didn't want to wake up. I didn't want to come back. I left everything to her so I'd never have to use that power again. But then you woke me up.
Woke you up?
If you hadn't been so useless, none of this would have happened. I wouldn't have had to use this power.
So rude.
Didn't you listen to that Van Damme guy? He told you to hold back. He told you to run. But you just had to push yourself, idiot. Look where it's got us now.
You
really messed up.
You don't have to tell me that. I know, all right. I knew I was being an idiot.
Rex.
But I couldn't hand you over to them. I wanted to keep you safe.
What? At any rate, if you've got questions, you can ask her. I'm out of here. Bye. That's not fair. Everyone, I'm very sorry about all that.
Seems like Pyra has two personalities.
Malos and I are Aegises.
Mouse is also an Aegis.
Blades born with a terrible power, strong enough to destroy the world.
Malos is another Aegis.
Long ago, there was a man who climbed a world tree, hoping to make it to Elysium and meet his creator. But when he arrived at Elysium, he found it empty. So instead, as proof that he had reached that divine realm, he brought back two core crystals, Malos and me.
You should just climb up the
And-
side of it.
Once he made it back to Allrest, he awakened Malos. Why he did it, I can't say. For greed, for power, or perhaps... When Malos awakened, he wielded his world-shaking power without restraint. To him, it was natural. He had never known anything else. I was awakened by a driver who was determined to stop Malos's rampage.
Apparently he got knighted.
So Malos and I fought. I fought with all my might and succeeded in defeating Malos.
Apparently
Not
you had some
without a
sort of
price.
mecha.
3 great titans fell in the struggle. After the battle, I sealed myself away to ensure that power would never be unleashed again. I took the form you see now and fell into a long slumber. That was 500 years ago.
The Aegis War. The man who awakened Mithra was Adam, hero of the lost kingdom of Torna.
Adam. Heard that name
Adam
again.
fought as Mithra's driver to protect the world from Malos. We Titans played our part in that battle too. It is our calling to live alongside humanity after all.
Gramps?
Adam hid Pyra's sleeping body inside a great ship and sunk her to the Cloud Sea's floor where none could abuse her power.
So that day, that's the ship that we... That's how Pyra and I...
I believe it was fate that we met each other. Otherwise, my sister would never have woken up.
You call her your sister?
Mithra and I used to talk together. In that dream of Elysium where you met me. We promised that when we were awakened again, we'd go home to the real Elysium. And then we would fulfill our real purpose.
Real purpose?
And that's defeating Malos again.
Such deep and interesting lore.
I'm very sorry about Mithra. She didn't mean all that. You have to understand, she came out because she wanted to protect you. She broke her own seal for you. Even used her power as the Aegis. The flame powers I use are just a shadow of her strength. Droplets of excess energy trickling through the seal.
Don't worry about it. She was right. This was all my fault. I'm just glad that you finally managed to open up a little. Also, thank you for protecting everyone, I mean.
Protecting me?
Your powers are incredible. I could feel the truth behind the legends.
I'm sorry.
You apologize a lot. You know that?
Must be Canadian.
I guess you still feel guilty about the Aegis's power, right? But I don't want you to have to apologize anymore. I hope I can help you move past that. No. I know I can.
Rex,
Power depends on the heart of its wielder. That's what Vandam said. That's why your power is the power to protect. The power to keep everyone safe and smiling. I want to do the same. I'm gonna be the kind of driver who can protect you in turn, I promise. Make a girl cry? That's not gonna fly. Make a girl smile? You pass the trial. That's the third rule of the Salvager Code. Yeah?
Another code, huh?
Rex! Rex! Can you help Tora with repairing of Puppy, please?
Okay, I'll be right there. Oh, yeah. What's for dinner tonight?
Food.
how does meatball pot ofa sound?
Delicious. I can't wait.
Oh, yeah, I need to make that for Pyra.
That's my Rex. Never loses his smile. And that's what keeps us all going.
Sure does seem enthusiastic.
Reminds you of Adam, don't you think?
Oh, way to go. Way to go, Azurta. Anyways.
What's this?
Take it, and go to Indal.
Indal.
That dagger's owner will tell you how you can get to Elysium.
This is a blade weapon, right? Who's its owner?
The man who was once my driver.
Your driver? Huh? But then...
Driver? Here we see...
Cole is a blade.
Yes.
We fought together in the Aegis War. Yes. His real name is Minoth.
Blades not get old, though. Why Cole look so old?
Because I'm one of the cursed ones. A flesh eater.
Flesh eater. Nia has a reaction to that.
Flesh eater?
A blade who has been fused with human cells. A long time ago, before the war. Some sought to test the limits of Blade's potential. I am a product of their experiments. One of the unlucky ones who was tainted by their folly.
Why would ancient people do that?
Immortality, probably.
It seems that by combining Blade and human, it is sometimes possible to create blades with extremely unique powers. But only very rarely. Most experiments were failures, and I was no different. I gained nothing at all, and lost my immortality to boot. I likely won't last much longer.
Grandpa?
Before I go, I want to see where your path ends. That dagger will aid you. Will you do this for me?
I feel like I have to now.
Of course. Oh, but can I ask you to do something too?
Namely?
I was wondering if you could write a play about Vandam.
About Vandam?
Yeah. I think his story could inspire a lot of people. Once I find Elysium, I'll come see you again. Show it to me then?
An interesting notion. Perhaps that is the least I can do. Very well. I'll do it. So see you make it back here in one piece. Understand?
No promises.
Absolutely. You have my word.
Loading. Oh man. So the loading icon is a core crystal. In case you couldn't tell. So much cutscene. And textures that aren't rendering in. And a person. Well, that was interesting. More loading. Oh man. Loading. Got to keep on loading. Now, to get to Intel, we need to... Rex! Oh, hi. Zool. Listen, don't worry about us. You just carry on with your own journey. Is what I'd like to say, but could you come back to Garfund and speak to you for a moment? First, there's something we need to talk to you about. Something the boss left behind. Something from Vandam. We'll give you the details once you get back to Garfund. Keep us waiting, yeah? Vandam's last wish. Received. Oh, Go Lucky Star's been leveled up. See, Pyra's still normal, I suppose. This isn't the right menu.
Ooh, I have a great idea for a new firework.
You mess with fire, you get burned. Also, does this mean... Yes. I've unlocked my third slot.
Got it. I give you my all. Back to battle.
Yes. I think that calls for a celebratory blade opening. Also, we have Rock's core crystal. Interesting, I know. Also, every single time you pull for a core crystal, the game saves. So you can't, like, cheese it or anything, unfortunately. I wish you could, but you can't. Nope. Water? Water. Engage blade engage maximum is from 2 to 3. Oh yeah, I don't have the chitin, excuse me. Can I talk to that fish boy now? Fish child, ouch. Hey, something wrong. My outboard chest set broke. I found it on the street, so it's not like it was in perfect shape to begin with, but it's proper ruin now. Well, I guess we got a lot of use out of it for something we got for free. No, I'm not gonna let this get me down, you know. I'll just enjoy myself fishing instead. My pal and I always played with it. My pal I always played it with. He's getting pretty depressed, so I figured I better catch a big one and I hope it cheers my friend right up. I know there's something you're supposed to do with that, but I can't remember, and it's actually kind of important. I want to do it right now. It is important that I do it. Oh, I can't actually do it quite yet. Well, I guess we'll just head back to Garfon. And head to the mercenary HQ.
Off we go.
What will we
You! Ah, Rex. Good to see you. Yeah, hi. I look so down. The boss left a message with me to give to you if anything ever happened to him. A message from Van Dam for me. You don't think he knew he'd... Maybe. But if you ask me, I don't think he knew. It's just the kind of life us mercenaries live. You never know which day might turn out to be your last. So it's not uncommon for us to leave messages like this, just in case. Ellipses. Now listen up, just because this is important. Rex, you have the Garfont mercenaries in your hands. Ellipses. Is there anything else? Nope, that's your lot. What? Leaving it to me? It's a joke, right? This is no joke, kid. It's Van Dam through and through. He says what he means, no more, no less. Well, I mean, I won't deny it's simple, but why would he ask me to... Boss thought a lot of you, kid. I think you struck a chord with the rest of us, too. You're an honest, straightforward guy, with plenty of nerve and resolve, and you give us all hope. I don't think I can really take all the credit for that, for any of that. Maybe not. There's something about you, kid. Everyone feels it. So tell me, Rex, will you do as the boss asks? Sure! Alright, I'll do it. Strong words, well said. Nothing less than the guy old Van Dam staked his hopes in. But, what exactly would I have to do as the band's leader? You said you don't have any other message from Van Dam, right? Nope, he's a man of few words, much like this Master Chief fellow. But of course, you'll have me and Zuo to help you out. We couldn't ask you to suddenly handle all the operations on your own. You just dole out the big general orders from now. You can count on us to take care of the details. And then, I guess we'll see how things go from there. Okay, I guess I can probably handle that. Right, and let's start by explaining how things work around here. Our little band takes on all kinds of assignments from all across Orest. From escort missions and clearing up monsters down to gathering materials and sometimes even smaller things. But tell me something, Rex. I get the feeling you've got more blades than you know what to do with. Am I wrong? If you've got blades sitting around doing nothing, you can assign them to carry out missions as part of the band. It'll be good experience for them, and you'll reap the rewards to boot. Tell you what, it'll be quicker to explain if you try it out for yourself. Go ahead, choose a mission. Try clearing it. Choose a mission. Mission. The Mercury Group menu's open. If we go into our plus menu and we go to this thing, oh man, now I have all the options open in our menu. Here's the Merc Group. First mission. Did you see that hands on your Garfront? If it ever looks like it's going to get in, Should make sure that it doesn't. So with this, this essentially allows us to send out
Sure, go on.
our blades
I'll be in the other party then.
to essentially do these little missions in the background. And I guess we'll put in you.
I'll finish the job.
So, actually, no, I think all missions have a mission requirement. In this case, it's strength +1, so any blade can do this quest. And then there's suggested field skills, which are transport mastery, industry mastery, and production mastery. These suggested field skills will change per quest, and what these do is that if your blade has these, it'll make the mission actually go by faster. So I believe this quest takes 1 minute.
All right, where are we at? Back in action.
Also, signing a team leader will give you more trust with that blade. I mean, I guess it was supposed to be a minute, but now I just wait for a minute, I guess. Waiting for a minute, but also I should probably show this. So these timers aren't going down, but no, that's the blades. In the Merc group, this timer is going down. Just wanted to show that. Timers that count against you don't really do much. Justice with a common. Because why not? Oh man, I got another common, or a generic. Who would have thought? Wow. It's dark.
Hello? Anybody home?
And he's
I hope
back.
things went well.
Click the reward from the mercenary mission.
I'd like to think I did my part.
Poppy, initiate rest mode.
Nice. So we get the money, the experience, and Merc points. That's essentially a Merc group
Just you wait. I'll show you something awesome.
experience. Also, notice how we got some trust from that. Wow, yeah, that's right. You can develop your blades through the Merc group.
Just wait till you see me fight now.
Almost all of your blades, actually. Only special blades such as Pyra cannot be put in the Merc group.
Still got a ways to go.
So you can't put like Drillmark or Poppy,
Aim higher. I can't stop growing.
unfortunately, but well, that's all. You! Looks like you completed the mission. Good work, Rex. Rose to Merc Group Rank 1. Max number of common blades increased. New Merc missions available. As you complete missions, it'll build our band's reputation. The higher our reputation, the more missions we'll get. And it'll also let you manage more blades at a time. So that's a good thing all around. This time you set up a mission for me, but how should I find more in the future? Well, let's see. We'll send a few missions your way ourselves. Aside from that, you can ask around town to see if anyone needs help. There are plenty of people out there with troubles that need solving. Might be a good idea for you to go back and see how things are in Argentum or Gormott, too. Alright, I'll have to remember that. Oh yeah, I have one more piece of advice for you. Different missions have different requirements, and each blade has strengths and weaknesses, too. If you pay attention to the makeup of your squad, you might be able to get the job done quicker. Think about everyone's strengths and weaknesses to get missions done effectively. Got it. Sounds like you're getting the idea. For now, try to complete as many missions as you can. Once you're used to that, we'll see what else you can do. I'll be waiting to give you a test, so drop by Garfront once in a while. I have to take tests even though I'm the leader. Well, remember, whenever you have blades going spare, don't hesitate to sign them to a bunch of missions. We aren't going to run out of missions anytime soon. The world is full of folk who need a little mercenary help. Helping people need, so this is what Vandam devoted his life to. I'll have to work hard to make this mercenary brand he'd be proud of. That's the spirit, Rex. We'll all be counting on you, so keep it up. Yes, you cannot redo mercenary missions. Vandam's last wish complete. Get some experience for that. And a cutscene.
I reckon the quickest route is back to Argentum, ship to Morardane, Then on to the Praetorium.
If we're lucky, there'll be a guild ship at the port.
Can't say no to a free ride. Let's go and see.
It doesn't cost anything?
Salvagers can board guild ships for free. I'll negotiate for you guys, too.
That would be big help.
Yes, that would be nice. I don't want to spend money. Actually, can they go for mercenaries? Mercs can expect to field requests, all kinds of missions. You got a notification, you see no mission available. Build a team for the job. Figure out which skills Blitz have. Has a rank of its own. Size up. Talk to you. Check out more challenging missions. Yeah, whatever. Truth level 3. Also, notice this sword and shield symbol. That's an indication that, hey, this person has a mercenary request. Okay. Well, if it isn't our new leader. Even with Vandom gone, the job requests just keep coming in. And until such time as they dry up, I'll continue to perform my duties just as I always have. You can count on me to fill you in on the jobs we currently have going. Yes, that's the quest update. And new Merc mission available. Another new Merc mission. Also, we got new Merc missions over here as well. So these ones with the pink exclamation mark. Notice how they give us free rice contract and adventures contract. These will give you these contracts. And what the contracts do is that they increase the amount of items that are sold in a shop, which can allow you to buy the deeds for the shops. So, it is in your best interest to actually partake in these missions. Speaking of which, I'm gonna actually go back because we kind of need to retrace our steps a little. I know I want to increase the Argentum's development level.
There. Long journeys make Dora tired.
What will we find?
Yeah, this is at level 1, and I want it to be at level 2. Yep, we're getting all these Merc missions. Such air! I've been in the salvaging business 20 years now. Let me give you a bit of advice. There you'll salvage and determine what you find. And you'll find that some places are harder to salvage than others. If you can't find what you're looking for in one place, try elsewhere. Say, I can't find something here in the salvage deck, I'll just head over to the Maelstrom instead. Oh, and one other thing, don't be surprised if monsters end up coming after you. Sometimes you've got to take a stand against the critters of the Cloud Sea if you want to get the good stuff. Yeah, don't go to the Maelstrom. Those monsters those beasties will rip you to shreds. I mean it, I learned this the hard way. Kokoi has fallen in love with lots of drivers in the past, but lately something bothered Kokoi. Some driver have 2 or 3 blade. Some driver even switch between blades in battle with expert timing and keep attack going. Some driver even consider blade elements and use driver combo and blade combo, so no chance for enemy. So Kokoi, just think, if Kokoi married driver like that someday, when start fighting like all married couple, Kokoi will be at big disadvantage fighting his driver in 3 blade. Terrifying thought. Meh? Kokoi talks so long that lots of customers arrive. Must go back to work. You have, I guess 2 technically. That's not a whole lot of customers. Sorry to burst your bubble, but shoot. There's a bidding war between Ardanian and Orion just now. Even when it's the tiniest little thing, they still find a way to be at each other's throats. I just hope more Ardanian and Orion's stupid rivalry won't blow up into a full-scale war. Only the smallest fraction of people benefit from the world that is at war, after all. Yeah, also known as the super stupid rich people. Hello. Bilo do auction almost every day, but never seen core crystal up for sale. This partly because not many Nopon have potential as driver, and partly because all core crystal need to be taken to Indal for cleansing, so not need up here like normal goods. Bilo understand why driver might peek into auction in vain of hope of finding crystal, but it's no use really. Oh, well. Does that mean that all the cores I'm getting are illegal? Considering I'm just kind of ripping them out of enemies. Dazzly, hello. What's your deal? Hi there! Rex is very much changed since me see Rex last. Even have not on driver friend now. Not on driver quite rare. Is it? Me tell you a little story of amazing Nopon driver named Nopo Rick. Nopo Rick? We know of a person named Nopo Rick. As me just say, driver Nopon very brave breeds. But Nopo Rick not just driver. First and foremost was great salvager. Much like Rex both driver and salvager now. Nopo Rick used power of blade to defeat many monsters that attack while salvaging. Such amazing work was known for a time as legend salvager. But life not always go as same as planned. It happened on a day of bright blue sky. It looked like perfect salvage weather. Suddenly dark clouds covered blue sky, then mist cover ground, hail fall down, and even snow pile up. Ever since that day, nobody seen Nopo Rick again. Some say Nopo Rick tried to return home but was gobbled up by gluttonous Marin. What me trying to say is even most amazing salvager have bad days, so never let guard down. I even hear people see gluttonous Marin around Chansar Waste in Mora Day lately, so friends be careful. That's an interesting piece of info you got there, mister. Much that's been famed driver has been seen in the Kansai wastes, Might want to remember that. Spring! I tell you, that's the last time I took on a salvaging job in an uncharted region. I think I'm going to stick to the boring old maintenance work for the time being. Yeah, good idea, mister. I know doing merc missions can also, at least I think it can increase, development level. I'm not 100% sure on that, though. Actually, I think I'll do this contract.
Sure, go on. I'll be in the other party then.
I need a bit wall.
I'll finish the job properly. I'll finish the job properly.
I'll apply myself fully.
You.
Gotcha. You can count on me.
Gotcha. You can count on me.
Time to get on this mission.
Just show me the way.
Yeah, it'll take 34 minutes instead of 40. Let's see what we can pull as well. In the small amount of time I have left. Maybe we'll get something good, who knows? I doubt it. Unless the pity system kicks in. Yeah, that's right, there's a pity system in this game. I don't know if there's a thing that'll tell me, though. No. I know there's like, there's like specific pity seeds, but, there's 5 of them in the game, but I guess they must have forgot to code one in or something. So one has like a 50%. No, that's not right. One of them has a higher chance of being selected than the others. And one of them just straight up can't even appear at all. Yet another weird error in this game. Wow, this is useless. Not really useless, I could use you in merc missions. Typically when you have a generic blade, you might want to use merc missions to increase their strength and then release them, because you're gonna actually get better things if you fully max them out. Yeah, that's great. Oh boy! Ah, this is the familiar grind, I know. Hoo boy! The familiar grind I know and love. Except I don't love it, I hate it. It sucks. Wow! We'll open up a rare. What are we gonna get? I know who that is. I know who that is. I don't care who this is. episode. Who are we gonna get? Who are we gonna get? Probably something generic. Probably something sucky, yeah. There's nothing there. Is that a unique? Is that a rare? Oh, who's this? Ah, it's you.
I am Dagus.
Hello. Hello, Dagus.
Lower your gaze, underling.
Wow. Rude.
You have the honor of being my driver. This is a very big moment for you. Don't blow it.
He's got a cool axe, though. This is Dagus, a fire great axe. He has a strength modification of 5%. He has Flame Crown, Tyrant Crush, Kaiser Flare, and Blazing Conquest as his specials. He also gives Art Plus and Critical Up as his Blade Arts. His battle skills are Regal Presence, which increases Blade combat edge by 10%, and Gold Effect increases the enemy gold drop rate by 30%. I think I want you. He also has only one field skill, Cavalier Attitude. The belief that kings should delegate work to subjects, exclusive to Dagus? Question mark? Yeah, he's a person.
Okay. Make way for me.
Make way for me, Dagus. Well, that's nice. We got Dagus. It's actually good that he has a money drop increase because I kind of do need money. We'll give you Hatchet of the Round. Yeah. Even though I like your weapon so much, but no, I'm not allowed to have it. Yeah, you can see that he has no other field skills. Increases damage and AoE of party attacks by 40% and a max affinity for Kaiser Zone. And he also has a single Ox Core slot. Yeah, real helpful. Also, the Ox Cores on Rock are back in our inventory now. So if you did equip Rock with anything, don't worry. Anyways, next time on Xenoblade Chronicles II, we're probably gonna do a whole lot of side questing. Yes, that's right. It's time for side questing in the second game. It'll be fun, maybe. I don't know. We'll also do Merc missions as well. I hope there's one blade that I hope I get soon, but to be honest, knowing my luck, I'm probably not gonna get her soon. It's gonna make me sad. And this next episode, side quests. Fun for the whole family.